Hello everyone, and welcome back once again to Outer Wilds. I'm playing this immediately after the previous session, and it's time for us to start exploring Dreamland more deeply now that we have some leads on what to do there. Well, let's do it. Once more we find ourselves in the dark. Oh, this section is so creepy. It's honestly crazy how much of a slide into survival horror this takes. Patrolling enemies, dark areas, having to hide in the dark. But we need to figure out where we're going. And actually, wait, I might be in the wrong spot. I might have chosen the wrong place. I want the area with the tower in the middle. Oh no, this is it. Okay. Yeah, I'm starting with the second tower because A, I have more of a concrete idea of what I'm actually going to do here. And B, because it'll give us more time before the flood. This area will collapse as well, but we don't need to finish it off before the dam. Although, I believe the first one is the Starlight Valley. That one will kind of... It gives me some reassurance that it'll be short. Whatever we have to do there won't take a lot of time, because it relies on the dam. And this whole thing functions as a loop around that tower. We've been... Have we been here before? I'm not sure. It's so hard to navigate in the dark, but yes, we have. I'm also thinking, if we end up getting chased by one of those things, I'm not quite sure what happens if they spot us. We could potentially use these as door locks? Unless they have some way to defeat that. Where's the other teleportal? See, we're seeing the things we've seen already before, but we're seeing it from a different perspective. We're seeing it from a perspective of a little more knowledge on how some of these things work, or at least on what's important. Light that. Oh, I remember. Right. This was where we wanted to snag a boat before, and due to timing, we lost it. Okay, so that doesn't pull you towards, it only propels. So we have got to wait for another one, right? Oh, no, you can actually just kind of materialize one. Okay. So maybe we can jump to you? I don't know how close by you're going to pass. Oh no. Oh, it was completely pitch black in there. Oh, it reminds me of a certain element of the Pirates of the Caribbean ride. Look. More dwellings built into the cliff above. Oh, what a beautiful sight if this whole place wasn't so creepy. What I like about this game and its art design is that basically every angle you can look at it from looks like it could be its own painting. I mean, rip to the artists who put all this together, because, geez, what a huge amount of work this must have been. Now, I don't entirely remember. It looks like there's an elevator that can come down here. But was there a boat mentioned in the slide reel that showed us this place? We can always bring another boat right there. But we can't call that elevator. I wonder if this isn't a boat that only exists in the light, like those doors. Into another cave of darkness where I can't see anything all around. Oh, look at that. It looks just like the sarcophagus, or rather, the sarcophagus around the sarcophagus. What is that noise? Alright, let's get to shore, quick as we can. And there's another one of those things. Another dock over in that direction. Trying to make a note of as much as I can, because if we die, even accidentally fall into the water, we have problems. Is that the sound of the dam going? I think it's so cool how, like, aspects of the waking world creep their way into this environment. That's really awesome. Because it's like being woken up from a dream. Oh. This is a representation of their home world. We look up onto that same ring world in the sky. I mean, not ring world. There's a difference between a ring world and a world with a ring. But you know what I mean. Do we have to look? Okay, there's an artifact right here. What does that show us? Do they have some, like, teleportation ability? I'm not sure I quite understood that the way I was supposed to. Alright, well, clearly whatever has to be done has to be done right here. I'm gonna watch that one more time. So they take their artifacts, they fall asleep at the sarcophagus, and they come out here. And the sarcophagus arrives here as well, and they bring it downstairs. Okay, that's certainly interesting. Other angle of the same room. So that's how we get inside here. Alright, well, that's a little bit of added context, but I'm not sure it's what I need right now. I'm not sure it helps me on my path to reaching that spiral staircase. I mean, a different spiral staircase. Coming through here, I feel like Willy Wonka's gonna start rhyming to me. Yeah, let's just push this thing as far as it can go, and we'll see what happens. Clearly, that large sarcophagus is where they contain the thing truly. That's what I'm starting to think. I think it's basically imprisoned in the real world and imprisoned in this world as well. That's why it has a meta counterpart. Where does this come out? Spooky Witch Bayou. We probably don't need to pay attention to anything that isn't a dock, right? Looks like there's even more beyond here. Yep. Here's another boat spawner. See, that actually raises an interesting question. If we could reach the outside of the chamber that we presumably get to from the prison, then is it possible that this boat actually connects all of the three areas and we're actually hitting a loading screen when we go through the caves? I'm starting to think that's the case. I think this is the Starlight Cove, and this is that door in the cliffside that we couldn't get through before. Now, there, I think, is the burned house. That's what this is. It's bringing us basically on a tour of all the locations. We can use this to access everywhere. We don't need to go to the tower. The tower just essentially acts as a fast travel, or not a fast travel, just choosing our start point. Okay, very, very useful. So tell you what, I'm going to abandon what we were doing for now. I'm assuming going through the next cave brings us back to where we were. and try and get back to that burned house. I think that's what I'll do next. Oh no. Yep, the whole thing will fall over. Because regardless of which place I entered, because regardless of which place I'm in, I'm still entering from the same spot. And there's the end of the loop. Man, I feel like these things are getting shorter and shorter. Alright, so here's what I'm thinking, because there are... It's hard to do some of this stuff within the time frame that we're given, but there are certain shortcuts that we're given as well. So I'm going to try and piece together something like that. So if we come and land over here at the breach, that will bring us to the end, and probably to one of the more secure locations to do this from, since we presumably can't access any of this from the prisoner's spire. We can grab an artifact right here, so we don't have to waste time going to that house. And now we can climb up here and do this. Yeah, you have to develop a route, because now it's probably less than 2 minutes since starting this run, and we're already here. I don't quite remember which of you it was. I think it was maybe you. I'm realizing that this world, this section, is much more focused on time management than other areas. Like, it gives you all these shortcuts where you really have to come up with the best route possible to make the most of what you have to do. So let's sleep right here. I haven't yet seen where this one comes out, but it's necessary to check, because if it works, then it's possibly the most efficient place to go. And because we're so high up, it's probably not going to be destroyed by the flood. Yeah, this is someplace completely new. But of course, if we can make our way to the boat, that helps us out immensely. I feel like I'm all over the place with exploring this, but it's so hard to stay on track when you can't see where you're going. In fact, the design of this segment, when it comes to the candles and such, actually reminds me, in a lot of ways, of Scanner Somber. We sort of have to paint our environment in order to be able to tell what we're doing. Thankfully, the devs have had the foresight to make it so that all of these candles and lanterns and stuff appear to be persistent between loops. Or not loops, but, you know, between entering the zone. Scary, scary place. They could be anywhere. I just heard like a creaking noise. I don't hear the stomping, but I heard something. There's a door that can be opened from the other side. One thing that I hadn't thought about when we learned that these were owl creatures is the sounds that they would make. Every once in a while, you just hear this hooting noise. It's not quite a hooting. It's actually really hard to describe because it honestly sounds like, well, nothing I've ever heard before. Huh. Maybe they really are like us. They had musical instruments. Or at least I'm assuming that's what these are. That's cool. There's something back there as well. Oops. Ooh, that's a cliff. That's a big old cliff, and one that we don't need to waste time by falling down. And we cannot make our way across this chasm. We have to head downward in this building. This area, because it's all wooden, it kind of reminds me of a game that I reference a lot on this channel because a lot of creepy things remind me of it. And that's Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone on PC. There was this one segment where you had the invisibility cloak and you were sneaking around in a library while a guard patrolled. Looks like some kind of dining hall down below. What do you show us? Just a viewport to the next room. Oh, I see. You do something in this direction. You have to be used the other way. It's all such beautiful architecture. I mean, I imagine this place would be great to live in during the day. Ooh. I was not expecting that. Now, what else can we access? All these doors are closed and locked, and we can't extinguish the things around them. Those look like racks for slide reels. Oh, and there is one currently playing. Currently playing, but I hope not currently being viewed, because that's going to make sliding in on that little movie night pretty awkward. Yes, right here. Oh. There is one. Oh, wait, but this is a slide reel that we've seen, yeah. They're nostalgic creatures, aren't they? What, no ship's log updated from that? Can I ruin movie night? Ah, you will notice. And you'll kill your light? And will that open a door? That's the question. No, it appears not. Okay, so you know there's an intruder, but you don't seem to be coming for me. Let's try heading up here, then. This place, it's so hard to navigate. There's so many vertical layers and side rooms. Perhaps I should have done it from up here. I'm above it now. There's one playing one of its instruments. Families. Yeah, I may have been wrong in my interpretation of these things. I'm starting to think that their rejection is actually quite well-founded. I mean, of course, there was the fact that the universe is ending, but also, they had just been through something similar and wouldn't be able to accept that it was going to happen no matter where they go. I feel like I'm gaining insight even without necessarily learning too much in terms of knowledge here. Here is that opposite side. We've made our way completely around. Alright, let's put this through here. And boom, it actually creates that bridge. I wonder if this technology is going to come into play at all in the actual waking world, or if it's something they can only do here. Because I don't believe we've seen any such doors in reality. We can warp back this way, which should bring us to, yeah, here where we need to go. Which means we can now start moving downward. And get over here. Yeah, we haven't been here already. I feel like there's not a whole lot of time, but there's so much to explore. I mean, this is definitely meant to be experienced over multiple loops. Actually, in that way, I suppose it's sort of like a recurring dream, where you learn a little more each time. Oh, we've got a Dagobah hut at the bottom of a tree, huh? Always with this planet depicted above a tower. We've seen that imagery kind of shuffled around with different, like, you know, with different aspects. But I'm not going to mess around with this for too much longer. We're going to make our way along that cliff face. There's an elevator. Where will you take us? Oh, one of you said on the Discord that you can actually be killed by an elevator door. I'm not looking to test that theory, but that's really funny if so. Oh, this just brings us back down here. This is... Okay, so we know now that this is how we get to the boat from this side. So I'm assuming that this would disappear if we could put all this stuff out. But do we have a way of doing that? So you can tell that they had art, they had culture. We've seen, like, performance areas. Here we have a dining area with performances. And we have seen that they do care about each other. Alright, let's call the boat and see what we can do in other places. I really, just for the sake of recording, I need to make the most out of each run. And one problem that I'm having is that I feel like these dream segments, they encourage a slow, methodical pace. But the loop is kind of short for that. So it's causing me a lot of problems right now. Now if we come through here... Yeah, this is actually real early on in the chain. Yeah, it looks like the boat doesn't actually get off in this segment. We need to start there. Alright, we're trying this place again, which I'm not sure you can actually access the boat launch until you've used that totem to ignite everything around it. I think the platform doesn't actually exist until you do that. Which is a little bit annoying. It means that we have to go into the... Well, I guess the tower is stable enough. It doesn't really collapse until right before the supernova. And I guess we can travel to the other areas from here. There was right. This was the way to the cabin. We have to navigate towards you by starlight. It's that contrast that gets us by. There we are. And now you... I actually forget what you do. Hang on. Oh, there we are. Probably brings you back. And now if we go over to the burned house, what we have to do is examine that strange device. Yep. Ooh, there was more to the burned house, actually. Yeah, there it is. Up these stairs. Now, what do we do with you? Can't seem to... Oh, man, I've forgotten what the slide reel showed at this point. Oh, wait, but I'll tell you what it did show us. It did show us that there's the hand thing over this way. There should be a canyon over here. Yeah, crevice. That will... No, that didn't work. Why? Why isn't it there? Maybe something has to be... Maybe something has to be lit first? That's definitely got to be it. But the thing just isn't there. Unless... Ah, there we go. It was a different one. With an elevator. Well, always take strange elevators. That's the law of exploration in video games. Ah, a whole hidden cave. And here is where we extinguish everything from. Is there going to be a way back, though? A way for us to get down there quickly? There's the Dagobah thing. That looks like an entrance under a tree. Just in case we're not able to get back this way, let's do that now. Extinguish that so that we can make our way to the tower. Oh, it extinguished everything. What are these chains doing? It's like they're picking up a boat. Oh, something down there. An elevator hoisted up? Could I have maybe jumped on that? Oh no. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Okay, survival horror in full swing. All right, let's get back in there. Will all that be persistent? Oh, that might have actually benefited me. Jeez, that timing. I could hear it, and that's the biggest heart attack I've had in this game so far. Yeah, everything is dark, which means that I just need to make my way down and into that area. Let's hope large portions of the geometry haven't disappeared. Oh, but how did I need to get down there? I don't remember. And finding my way in the dark is not going to be easy. Oh, it's been so long. No! Run, run, run! Ah. Jeez, that's terrifying. And, ooh. And all they need to do is blow your flame out to wake you up. That's very interesting. Oh, nope, you're right there. It's so hard to navigate in the dark like this when you're in this main area and actually a threat. Man, see, what I'm learning here is that I really, really shouldn't be doing this without knowing exactly where I'm going first. The first part is about learning where to go, and then the second part is about navigating in the dark. Think you can feel your way around? Oh, we can't jump over there. Only the other way around. But maybe this is it? No! Oh, jeez. I can't even see you. You have a light, but in an area like that... Hi. What am I supposed to do if I can't see you? Alright, the last few times they've just jumped out of the dark at me. So I think we need to start doing some owl science to figure out how these guys actually work. Yep. But when it's dark, there's nothing I can do. I can't even move. You're not always hunting. That's what I'm saying. You're not always hunting. But you will probably come towards my light if you see it. We can come down here. We can get through this door because it's dark right now. Open that area, but that's just the boat. That doesn't really help us all that much. I wonder if they're not also attracted to the sound of my footsteps? Or if they're on a preset patrol route. Nope. This is exactly like the library from Harry Potter. The problem is I can't even move to avoid you when I'm trying to hide from you. It might actually be beneficial to use this light most of the time, so that we'll at least be aware of you before you're right in our face, you know? Yeah, like that. We can go around this way. Okay, so there is a path. There is a way to do this. It's just a matter of finding the right route. Okay, but here is where we need to start being careful, because that thing can see us too. Okay, make our way across the bridge. Oop. This is spooky. There is a method, but it's spooky. Alright, down. Down. Ooh. I'm so worried about falling, but we can look for longer than this. We know that. We know that we have longer than that. It actually takes like a good amount of time for that thing to clang its clangers and wake us up. But hopefully we're past the worst of it. Jeez, it's... I'm struggling to commentate, but that's because it's literally bringing me right back to being like 6 or 7 years old and trying to hide from that scary guy in the library in Harry Potter. Alright, We need to get over there. Oh, but there is one of you here. Jeez, 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 jeez. You're on the left. You probably patrol left to right, right? Nope, there's at least... maybe two of you? Maybe two, or maybe you just moved. Can't tell. An elevator comes down right here. We need to make our way to the front! Where are we? Okay, we're still okay. We're still okay. But we've fallen into the orchestra pit. It seems this does look like some kind of theater. Okay, perhaps through here. No, that just takes us right back up. We need to make our way onto the stage without falling down. Man, the darkness is a bigger enemy than the enemies at this stage. Yeah, you hooted up. You're always there. Nope. You as well, there's two. Definitely two. Yep. Can I maybe lure them in this direction? Get them out of the way? Nope, 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 nope. You gonna be gone now? Oof. Oof. Okay, so luring is a thing. Does work. And we need to go through here. Yes. Okay, okay, okay. We made it through. We made it through. Ooh. Man, how much would it suck to die to that? Then again, the fact that they don't physically harm us, I mean, either they can't or they don't want to. I just keep thinking back to the fact that whatever's in the sarcophagus, presumably one of them, it does have a campfire. Ooh. Oh, look! It's a whole library of slide reels! They didn't destroy their history, they destroyed what others might find. That was the idea anyway, but they did keep it all for themselves. At least, presumably, we can insert artifact. Did not like the sound of that door opening. Okay, but we need to take it back. We need to find whatever it is we're supposed to be looking at here. That's one of those symbols for the sarcophagus. Please don't loot now, game. Down here, can we maybe find one? I mean, there's a whole freaking library behind me, but I can't seem to reach them. Yeah, it looks like we wouldn't be able to get off at these side things anyway, because there is a wall. Yeah, there's got to be something I can do. Well, this opens. Maybe we do just have to try and navigate by the light it gives us? Yes. Yes, 3 slide reels. Alright, let's bring them all down, one at a time. Alright, we're going to start on the left and start moving the ones we've used over to the right. Ah, so it really is some kind of brain downloading technology. Not magic, but science. It projects like a field over the user and the fire. No wonder there was so much cabling in each of these chambers. Putting them into a... Oh, I see. It sinks them into that sort of dormant state that allows them to enter that world. Maybe this one is hesitant about the idea. Oh. An elderly one that maybe they were attempting to preserve with this technology, but something went wrong right as they were brought into the field. But I guess in the end, perhaps it did work anyway. He came through alone. Okay, slide reel number 2. This one depicting the eye. Wait, we've seen this one. Yeah, this is one that we've already seen. So much like the base game... Wait. No, this is the complete version, one where the rest was destroyed. They created this device to maybe contain it? To prevent it from sending its signal out. Now, that makes sense because, remember, the Nomai said that it appeared to have stopped sending its signal. It entered this system and cloaked itself. Huh. Was there maybe an attempt made to preserve their entire world? This is the system they use to wake themselves up. We're already familiar. But they come out and find that they have died. Those dead ones cannot be woken up. I see, okay. Which explains why they don't wake up when we do. Lots of new ideas. I'm assuming that we're more or less done with this part for now. But wait, what about this? Oh, we can open it. But it's been destroyed. Well, what does that do for us then? Maybe something will appear here as we open those chains? That startled me so much, turning around, seeing a giant one on the wall. Yeah, I think whatever's here is just destroyed. I think I need to consult the ship's log for more answers, for more understanding of what it is we've just seen. Slide us down. I don't think I'm supposed to be here. I don't think this is going to last long, or that I'm going to find anything significant this way. It's always worth a shot, right? Yep. You know what's crazy to me? It's only in these moments, right after a loop concludes, that I remember that I'm even still playing the same game. This DLC is so different from the rest of it that I really feel, I don't know, overwhelmed almost, realizing that all of this happens in the same 20 minutes. That's just nuts to me. But I'm kind of getting into that thing where it's sort of the same thing I ran into at the end of the main game, where it just takes longer and longer to do anything. I'm going to assume for now that we've seen everything there is to see in that area that we just explored, but let's check our log and see what it has to say. Okay, so we have a few things that I might have missed. So the damaged laboratory, we've seen that. The Endless Canyon. The Forbidden Archive, which is... Okay, thankfully it seems like we have seen everything, but I am going to look at those again, because the information about the slide reels themselves and their contents is often quite useful. We still haven't reached you. Okay, I just wanted to make sure we didn't drift off course. And, what about this? Vault Room Fire. Yeah, so that's... Okay, so the Vault Room is what we're calling the location with the sarcophagus. We come back in just in time to intercept the stranger. And I think what we're going to do next... I might be jumping the gun a little bit, honestly. But I do think that what we're going to do next is go visit the Vault Room. And we can do that with our handy-dandy shortcut over to the dam. It's going to really benefit me to learn where all of these artifacts are, because if I'm going to be hopping around these places, I don't want to be grabbing the one from that first place over and over again. If I can find one here, that'll make the elevator viable. Otherwise, I pretty much have to start at the beginning each time. I know there are artifacts in other locations. I just need to learn where they are. Oh my god, my stomach dropped way more than I expected. Jeez, wow. Yeah, I didn't know where to find an artifact up there. I'm sure I've seen them before, but I never really noted their locations. Oh god. But yeah, I need to take a boat all the way around again and go pay the sarcophagus a visit. Now, I will kindly ask the dam to please not break just for the few seconds that I'm making this dive. That would be very bad for me. But let's go. Yep. Don't mind me just unearthing an ancient evil. Then again, if this really was something that was having some problem with the field, like, I'm starting to think maybe this is the elderly one that died at, like, just the wrong time, I guess? I don't know. Like, maybe it's not something that they wanted to seal away. Maybe it's something that, like, was toxic to what they'd built. In any case, let's see what we can do. You're gone. And we have to follow that staircase down. Leading to an elevator, almost like you have an escape hatch inside your own dream world. I really feel like we're entering somewhere we're not supposed to be. I think we're gonna find out just why this thing is in here. We haven't actually seen this place before. In fact, we're in a cave. I don't see a starry night when I look up. Although there is maybe something coming down from above. Some kind of opening. Those 3 pillars, I bet, represent the 3 seals on the chain. Okay, let's get down there. But we need to figure out the password to each one. Maybe those can be found within the slide reels? I mean, because we do get to see those slide reels in the thing. Hang on. Oh, it's not able to open, but standing in there gives us a vision. Which shows us... Ooh. Ah. So if those lights are out, you can access a chamber that shows that, but what would turn those lights out? Perhaps the tower falling over, but you would only have a moment to do that. Alright, I don't think we can do any more here for now. Or maybe we can. It's worth having a look around while we have the chance, right? Yeah, let's just have a little look. No, actually, we're not going to be able to cross that without those seeing us. You know what? I actually kind of want to be woken up right now. That's right, do it. Okay, so we've got work to do. That's what we learned. When I get out of this thing, I almost always forget that I have a regular flashlight. Oh, now you do it. Now's not the worst time, but it's the second worst time for sure. Alright. It was actually, yeah, quite a bit more survivable than one might think. So we see now it does actually tilt when that happens. The structure is partially damaged. I'm not sure if we've been in here after the dam broke, like in this section. So maybe we can have ourselves a look. Now, what does one do to destroy these things? Maybe we even just have to wait here until the whole thing collapses? I don't know. That one is already out. Or actually, you know what? I don't remember. Does this tower... I mean, of course it has a representation in the dream world, but can we actually climb it in the dream world? That's going to be the question. Hang on, let me go back and grab my artifact. I put it down right here. I feel like anything we can't do, or anything that we were expected to not do before discovering the dream world, we have to look for a dream world solution to, or at least try it. You always have to try and figure out, even in a somewhat non-linear game like this comes out here. What am I doing? Even in a somewhat non-linear game like this, you have to try and figure out, like, the order that they placed things in. Because there is, even if it's sort of, like, got some fudge factor, there is a sequence of events. So let's go like this. It was you, I think. Boop. And boop. And this time, let's just try hanging out in the tower. Is there some way to... There is something down there. Oh, I see. Okay, oh, but that's going to be annoying, though. Alright, I don't know if we're going to have enough time in this loop to do it, but I do see what I'm supposed to do. Okie dokie. So it does have a dream interpretation of that little side entrance. Just have to... This isn't it, but I'm just kind of opening stuff up. Yeah, no, there we go. This was it. It's so hard for me to have a mental map of what this place looks like just because it's so dark. So, like, I recognize landmarks, but those landmarks aren't always there. Thankfully, that door is open and not closed due to that stuff. I was actually in here briefly before, but it wasn't what I was looking for, so I backed out. Okay, so let's do this, let's do this. There's that creepy yellow glow. Oh, I see. They're tied to these candles, I betcha. Let's just turn them all out, because why not? Unless maybe the rest do need to be on? I don't know. In any case, let us end ourselves post-haste, just after we see what's up here. Same thing, but it doesn't look like there's anything to be done with it. Alright, tally-ho! I actually don't want to land on the... I could have spared myself the sound by landing in the water. And it is... That impact sound is actually quite visceral. It hurts to hear. But let's dive down into the cave and get back up there and see if we haven't done it. Alright, there we go. There we go. What do we learn from this? Oh, there's so many overlapping stairways within this thing. It's like a funhouse. Yes. Yes. All three of these things, plus some... Oh, no, come on! Okay, are we going to be able to do this from within here? Oh, those are the passwords. I hope our ship's log records this. That one's destroyed. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, this is so annoying. Open up. Open. Also destroyed. And what about you? Also destroyed. They buried this information. The only one left is this thing. The one relating to this device. Okay, well, we've got it, and I can always check tape, I suppose, but I imagine... Oh, wait, no, this. And this one. Ah, this is probably the one in the church. Okay, so they have not told us how to open the seal. They buried that knowledge, but we did gain some other things. I'm almost out of time for this session, but I really want to continue doing this, so I'm going to go maybe another 10-15 minutes. This is one of those rare days where I get 2 record sessions out of it. In here, we can actually look at this. Only thing is, do I have to remember that? I'm no good at all with memorization. So now we know how to do this at the abandoned temple. Which I really hope it'll show us the solution. Man, we really do have to remember it. I'm just going to check tape. Alright, so from checking tape, I'm kind of realizing you can actually sort of tell orientation based on the direction of the ring. So that's down and to the left, and if we check tape, it is down and to the left. Okay, so we need down and to the left, partial moon, this guy, and this guy. Oh, and that is lifted up. Okay. Found the priest's secret elevator, did we? Boom. Ooh. Was there like a secret society formed around this? To destroying the slide reels? This almost seems like it was meant to be kept a secret. This is showing the area just off to the left of the... I think this is the first projector room that we encountered. But why? What's over there in that little water area? This is immediately on the cliffs above this. And this is across the cliff. Showing the... Oh no, this is showing the entrance through here. Okay, there's a couple of these things. Oh, I see. These are those things that show you a highlighted area. There's something down there. Something right over here. Ah, that actually is right up to that area that had the flooded cabin under the cave. And that is... Oh, that's... Wait, did we see that bridge before? No, there was a bridge there at some point. And that leads to something else. Okay. We're gaining a lot of new leads now. And I want to explore them now. But I've already gone 10 minutes over. Well, look. Here's another slide reel. I might have to save this for tomorrow in real time. But there is a slide reel here that we can take up and look at. So let's bring this out the back. This is the one that I was looking for in the previous episode. The one that I was expecting to get from the church. Go this way, unlock you. We can use that lantern back there to get this thing going. Okay. There we go. It's the submerging of it. And it was after this that they decided to destroy all the slide reels. This wasn't something that was done to them. This was something that they chose to do, which I was already starting to think, but now it's confirmed. I see, so I guess they sort of backed up the data, probably into the library that we saw in the dream world, and then started destroying all of this. That's what those tanks are. They had basically green flamethrowers. That's what we've been fueling our jetpack with. Huh. Well, I'm sure it's fine. Okay, ship log updated indeed. Alright, well, in the next part, I'm gonna start looking for some of the leads we discovered in the church basement. But unfortunately, I'm all out of time for now, as much as I'd love to continue. But we are certainly back on track and then some. This has been some of the most dense 2 episodes that I've done in a while. And if you like this video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more creepy and comfy content. If you have any ideas for other videos you think I should do, the best place to suggest that will be at the Discord, which I will link in the description. If you want to try this game out for yourself, that link will also be in the description. And as always, I will see you in the next one.